Hello everyone and welcome to this video. There's a few things going on in the workshop here before we can start another engine rebuild project. Those of you who watched the video series on the Gardner 6LXB will know we had an issue with the Hartridge test bench springing a leak. We're still waiting for some parts for this to turn up, but when that does, we've got this to get back together again and operational. We've also taken the time while the workshop's empty of engines to deep clean the workshop, so we're ready for the next engines to come in. We also here run Land Rover Discoveries as our tow vehicles, have done for 20 years without any serious problems, but a couple of days ago this one had catastrophic engine failure. It's now seized up solid and won't run. So we'll take a look at this one and see what we find wrong with it. It's not particularly a vintage engine, but interesting nonetheless. However, we can introduce you to one of the upcoming projects. This one is a 1973 built Dorman 2LB. Originally from a British Rail signal box where it was a standby generator engine. It is now being stripped and overhauled to go as a spare engine for a couple of simplex locos that operate on the Isle of Man Steam Railway. So we're going to get this stripped down and see what we find along the way before rebuild like we did with the 6LXB. This one's a slightly different build specification to the engines that are in the locos, so there'll be a few modifications along the way, primarily relating to the drive of the water pump here, the way the engine mounts, and there is an oil cooler on the other side of the engine which isn't needed on the application it's going into. Now, alongside the 2LB, we have another new arrival in the workshop. This is a 1976 built Gardner 6LXB. Unlike the other one, which was an original automotive application engine, this engine is from a Smith's crane originally. The engine is here for overhaul. It is also to be modified for a repower of a Scammell Explorer truck. It will be replacing its current Meadows petrol engine. So this engine will be overhauled, but also a number of modifications to make it fit for the application it's going in. Some of which will be things like it's currently an open flywheel engine, so it will need to be changed over to a enclosed flywheel engine. And this flywheel is for a fixed speed 1500 RPM application, so we will change this over to a automotive type flywheel that can take a clutch, and also the injector pump will need resetting because it's currently set for 1500 RPM max, where this engine will be needed to run to the automotive setting of 1850 RPM. So alongside these two, we also have one more engine that is coming in. It hasn't arrived yet, so we will introduce that one when it does arrive. And alongside the prep for starting some engine rebuilds, we also have a number of pumps and injectors to overhaul for customers. These four here are out of a 2.5 turbo diesel Land Rover Defender engine. These 6 injectors here are from a Leyland 350. These are for strip inspection, overhaul and then recalibrate. Same for the Land Rover ones, but new nozzles on the Land Rover ones. We have a pair of Lister injector pumps. One's for an ST and one is for an SR Lister. This here is from a Perkins 6354. The engine it's from runs but won't tick over, so this is in to put up on the test bench to find out why that is. And then also we have a pair of CAV BPE type pumps. These are both from Lister JP3s, and these are for full overhaul. So these will get fully rebuilt and then calibrated on the machine. Now, the injector pumps are starting to stack up because we are, as I said before, we are waiting on the parts to repair the Hartridge injector pump test bench. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for what we've got going on at the moment. So, thank you for watching, and keep an eye open for the next few videos, which will be the first in the series for the teardown of the Dorman and of this 6LXB. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.